Hey guys, today we're going to be discussing the topic of salt licks and mineral chews. Do they actually do anything, and does your hamster really need them? We'll start by talking about salt licks. Now, these are absolutely unnecessary, and I would personally say to outright avoid them. Now, a small amount of salt is important in your hamster's diet and important for their body to help it function. However, if you're feeding a regular balanced muesli mix, your hamster will be getting all the salt they need from that. A salt lick is just going to add excess, unnecessary, unhealthy amounts of salt into their system. And of course, that can be very harmful to the hamster's body and very harmful to their kidneys especially. Even if your hamster is just having a little lick of it or a little nibble every now and then as a treat, it's still excess salt that they do not need, and there are much healthier treat options out there. And if your hamster does have a salt deficiency, again, there are healthier ways of giving them that extra salt. Mineral blocks come in many different forms, everything from plain white blocks to the same kind of blocks but covered in vegetables, fruit or herbs, to fancy decorative style mineral chews in the shapes of ice creams and sweets and all sorts of different things. And while they add a little bit of extra calcium to your hamster's diet, they don't really offer them much else, and they're mostly just made up of crushed shells, limestone, tapioca, and then a whole host of colorings and flavorings. Just like with salt licks, there are much healthier alternatives for adding extra calcium to your hamster's diet, and also your hamster is going to be getting plenty of the calcium that they need in their regular muesli mix. While mineral blocks don't have as high of a risk of causing health problems as salt licks do, if eaten in large amounts, they can lead to your hamster getting kidney stones, which is an extremely uncomfortable, painful condition. Because of this, you really should avoid giving any kind of mineral block to a hamster that is a known chewer or one that you know is going to go through that block really quickly. So if you want to use decorative mineral blocks in your cage, that should be perfectly fine. Just make sure you're giving it to a hamster that is not going to be chewing on it all the time every day. Another popular reason people like to give mineral blocks to their hamsters is as a chewing aid to help keep their teeth at a healthy length. But once again, there are much healthier alternatives to this, and alternatives that provide your hamster with a lot of nutritional benefit. My personal favorite is to use a walnut with a little hole made into the shell so your hamster can smell the nut inside and they can start chewing at that shell trying to get to it. I really wish we'd taken a photo of Iodine's teeth when we brought her home, because her teeth were just a little bit longer than healthy length, but we gave her a couple of walnuts and within 1 week her teeth are looking wonderfully healthy. So the bottom line is just don't waste your money on salt licks and mineral chews. They are totally unnecessary, and salt licks can be potentially dangerous. If you have a hamster with nutritional deficiencies, there are much healthier alternatives out there. I really hope I've managed to answer all of your questions on this topic, and if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. You can also share the video with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!